This is like one of the reasons why Biden is now pretending to be in favor of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas and slightly being a little tougher on Israel over murdering civilians is because he's losing approval rating in the United States over his staunch support of the Israeli government and their genocide. There's a lot of people on the left that see that Biden supports that genocide and they don't want anything to do with that because they don't support genocide no matter what group of people it is. Um, Biden has shown that he is a right-wing fascist, and there are people that don't want to support a right-wing fascist. Biden can pretend to be a left-winger, but when you support an extremist right-wing government, you show that you're a right-winger.
It's primary day in Michigan, and both Republicans and Democrats are voting to choose their candidate. President Biden and former President Trump both expected to win, but there are concerns about a protest vote against Biden. ABC's Perry Russum reports.
Today, a critical test for President Joe Biden in Michigan.
We need to show President Biden and all the other candidates that we support Palestine.
The president expected to face backlash from some Democratic voters for his early unconditional support of Israel in its war against Hamas after the October 7th attack.
Muslim American community, our message, yes, indeed, February 27th in Michigan, we are voting uncommitted.
Voting uncommitted is seen as a protest vote against the president. His stance on the war has shifted. Earlier this month, Biden calling Israel's response over the top.
A lot of innocent people who are in trouble and dying, and it's got to stop.
In the 2020
Okay, so he's admitting that the Israeli government is killing a lot of innocent people, and that should stop. Okay, Biden, why don't you stop funding the Israeli government and stop giving them arms whenever they want it? That would definitely stop the killings of innocent people. But yeah, Biden doesn't do that. He's just pretending to care about the Palestinian people in order to seem like he's not a supporter of genocide and fascism.
general election, Biden narrowly won Michigan, a key state in winning him the White House.
If a sizable portion of the Democratic electorate here in Michigan votes uncommitted during the primary, that will be a 5-alarm fire for the White House.
I worship God and I serve the people.
Biden continues to face protests across the country. Protesters were detained in New York City yesterday as Biden announces he hopes to have a ceasefire in Gaza by Monday.
My national security advisor tells me that we're...
Wait, people in New York City got arrested for protesting against Joe Biden and in support of Palestinian people, but in Nashville, Nazis can march and nothing happens to them. When what Nazism I thought was labeled as a hate group and a terrorist group. Wait, like what's going on here? Why can Nazis march freely and nothing happen to them, but if you protest in support of a group of people being genocided, you get arrested?
We're close. It's not done yet.
But the hope of a ceasefire appears to be too late to persuade voters in Michigan.
Knowing that there are tens of thousands of individuals in Michigan who are planning on withholding their votes not only in the upcoming November election, and that poses the idea that a threat like Donald Trump can once again resume office. And so the question should be to the president, what will he do to prevent that unraveling of our democracy?
Perry Russum, ABC News.
Well, if Joe Biden truly wants to stop Trump from being president and want people to vote for him, he should have thought about that before supporting a genocide by the Israeli government and continually lying about what the Israeli government was doing because he's shown himself to be